Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a long-awaited topic that I'm very passionate about, and I've been experimenting with it for over a year now, so it's about time that I get this out. Today I'm going to be talking about my one-year journey with listening to subliminals, and specifically a face and a beauty change subliminal. I first discovered subliminals back in 2017, back when I wasn't disciplined and I was very inconsistent with listening to them, so I often got frustrated and gave up my listening. However, within the past year, I started keeping a daily streak of how often I listened daily, and I'd say my results, they weren't the fastest, but we'll get into what that looks like here in just a moment. And just to preview, the subliminals that I listened to for that last year were mostly by Beauty Crystallized. Unfortunately, her YouTube channel got taken down and re-uploaded, so I basically replaced my playlist with the new versions of the old subliminals that I listened to of hers, and I continued to listen to them because I love seeing my progress, my results, my success in listening to subliminals, and ultimately working towards being my ideal and greatest self. Side note, for those of you who have made it this far into the video and still don't know what a subliminal is a message or affirmation hidden under an audio, typically in the form of music, that is meant to saturate your subconscious mind and have a direct influence on your reality. So let me talk about why I started this subliminal experiment rather than just to upload it on YouTube. For a long time, I struggled with seeing subliminal results because I had a lot of subconscious and mental blockages that hindered my results, and I decided if I stay persistent in listening to just a few audios every single day for the course of 365 days, hopefully I can see some sort of result. While I did this, I also worked on reversing those blockages in order to accelerate my results. And this doesn't apply only to reversing my blockages, but it's really important that you shun out other things that could hinder with your subconscious mind and beliefs, such as negative self-talk or constantly listening to commercials and ads, because commercials and ads can directly reach your subconscious mind through tricky advertising strategies, and it's super important that you don't expose yourself to too much of that because it can hinder with your subliminal results. So here is my first progress picture. This is the month I first started listening. This is March of 2024. As you can see, I have a pretty youthful look to myself. Naturally, my face is kind of round. My nose and my cheeks are kind of plump. My eyebrows are thick. My eyes are really dark in this photo, and you can see my face is just really full. And my lips are kind of full too. But compared to this next picture that I'm going to be showing you guys, there's a significant difference after just 1 month of listening. Going out to April of 2024, my face looks a lot slimmer and my jawline looks a little bit smaller too. There weren't really a lot of changes to my eyes, nose, or lips so far because this is just 1 month of listening, and I wasn't listening to the subliminals as much as most people do every day. I listen probably just like between 2 to 3 times a day, sometimes 1. But then after this month, we jumped ahead to May, and I saw more results. I saw that my face looked a lot slimmer and my eyes just looked a little bit brighter. My face is looking a little bit more symmetrical here. Really not many changes to my nose or lips or the overall shape of my face. But then we jumped to June, and right here you can see that my skin cleared up a bit and it's looking a lot brighter. It's looking healthier, smoother. My eyes are more symmetrical and the color of them didn't really change that much, but my face overall just looks a lot healthier and more sculpted. And then I'd say right here in July of 2024 is when I started seeing the most results. My nose right here does look slimmer compared to the other photos that I have. And yes, I do have makeup on in this photo. It's mostly eye makeup. I'm not wearing any foundation in this picture. I do have some pink to my cheeks that I noticed. It's more prominent than how it naturally is, but I overall noticed that my face was getting a lot slimmer and my cheekbones look a little bit more defined, but nothing changed here to my eyes or my jawline. But then let's skip forward to August, and this is when I started to see even more results. My face does look a little bit asymmetrical in this photo just because I used a flip mirror camera. My cheekbones look really, really prominent, and then my nose looks a lot slimmer. My lips do look a little bit plumper, and the color of my eyes has started to lighten up around this time. September of 2024, I didn't really have a whole lot of results. I'd say things stayed pretty consistent. My lips look a little bit plumper, and I'd say my face just looks maybe a little bit slimmer, maybe a little bit more symmetrical. But then in October, I started to see some massive changes. My face got slimmer, my nose got smaller, and my nose bridge started to raise a little bit. My lips were looking a lot plumper, my skin was looking more even, and my face overall started to look really symmetrical. And then this picture right here, I unfortunately did not take a good picture of my November progress. This is a picture where you cannot see my entire face. I apologize about that. But if you look at my nose, it has significantly thinned out a little bit. My skin has gotten so much smoother at this point, and my lips feel softer. They're more pink and they're very plump, and they look beautiful and juicy. And then in December of 2024, I'd say there weren't really a whole lot of changes. My skin definitely looks a lot healthier here. Again, the only makeup I have is some lip gloss and eye makeup. My face definitely looks more symmetrical. It still looks really slim. My face was a little puffy in this picture because I had just woken up like 30 minutes ago and I just put on makeup, so that is why my nose looks a little bit puffy. But when we jump forward to January of 2025, you can see drastic changes right here. My face looks a million times slimmer. My nose looks much smaller, especially the tip of my nose. And my lips are more shapely. My cheekbones are more prominent. My face looks more symmetrical. And my skin has a very healthy, natural glow to it. And then in February of 2025, my results persisted. The only changes that I saw were the slimming of my face, and the symmetry of my face also increased. You can see compared to the other photo that I had back there that I looked very similar, but I'd also like to say that my eyes did look a little bit lighter. And then I took this photo just the other day, and I cannot believe how much my face has changed since I just started. Here is my starting photo for reference in comparison to this photo that you're seeing right here. This journey has been very astonishing, and my results are still not done. I am going to continue listening for I don't know how long. I feel very satisfied with my results, but I think if I persisted in listening even longer, I want to see like just how far I can go. I would be really excited to upload another video maybe around the same time next year talking about my results then, and any changes I made to my listening and any new subliminals that I've added to my playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into today's video. Let me know in the comments section down below if you'd like to see more content like this, and if you guys have a favorite subliminal creator that you listen to, and perhaps any results that you've gotten from listening to Subliminals. Again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in until the end of this video. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again in the next one. Please like and subscribe if you can, and until then, I'll see you guys.